I'm struggling with this thing. It's called forgiveness. And it's really hard. I don't know. I mean, day-to-day life is really easy to forgive, you know. People who cut you off, or idiots who don't know how to drive in parking lots, and people who are all, oh, you're only going the speed limit, so I'm gonna ride your butt until you go faster. Or, I don't know, just little stuff like that. It's super easy to forgive people for. Like, I have no problem with it. It's just, you know, it's like, oh, okay, whatever. Reality is a perception. You're having a bad day. You know. It's easy to forgive those people. I can forgive, like, even, like, you know, other Christians who've made, I don't know, big mistakes, supposedly. Whatever. Any mistakes. I have no problem forgiving them with that. I usually don't struggle with it at all. I can let go, and forgiving people just, it's never been that hard for me until now. But it's harder for me to forgive myself. Even though I know that God's forgiven me, you know, and He's died for it. So I can't figure out what's holding me back, but I'm having such a hard time forgiving myself, and then forgiving you, because I don't know why I can't just do it, you know. I try to put my heart in that place. I try to say, you know what, I need to be like God, and, you know, be accepting of both myself and you, and, you know, just make it happen. But I don't know what it is. I'm trying, and I don't know how to forgive you. I think part of it is the fact that you barely even know what you've done. Like, you don't even understand the extent of what's happened, and you don't even see it as a problem. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that's part of the reason why it's so hard for me to forgive them. It's just because you don't see it as an issue. It's just, you're just kind of nonchalant about everything. You just brush it off, and it's whatever to you. But I don't know. You not recognizing it as a problem makes it extremely hard for me to forgive you. And I can't even forgive myself, so how am I supposed to forgive you? Because you can't force forgiveness. You can't just be like, oh yeah, I forgave you, and it's just over and done, you know? It doesn't work like that. You can't just pretend like, I just don't know how to get there. I don't know. And I especially can't forgive myself. I feel so, like, I mean, everyone's done wrong stuff. You know, obviously, I mean, we've all sinned, we're humans. We've fallen short. It just happens. There's all there is to it. But I don't know. How come some things feel worse than other things? How come some things seem like they're so much bigger, and like it's harder to forgive? Why? Why is it like that? I don't know. It's like, I can forgive other people who've made the same mistakes I've made, but I can't forgive myself for the mistake I made. It doesn't really make any sense to me. And I don't even know how to figure this out. I don't even know what to do. I feel like this is something everyone struggles with, though. You know, forgiveness and forgiving other people as well as themselves. I think we all struggle with it. Well, we do all struggle with it. We do. I mean, that's why people fight. That's why people don't get along. That's why friendships suffer, relationships suffer, anything, right? You know, that's why between people something gets lost, is because we have troubles forgiving and accepting those people and those things and what they've done and just all of that. Nobody's perfect, you know? I mean, we've all done things, and I don't know. I feel like the only thing you can do is just work on not doing things that need forgiveness and not sinning and not hurting others and making mistakes. But again, we can't just prevent that from happening. Like, I'm gonna make more mistakes in my life. I'm gonna make more mistakes today. I mean, technically I'm making a mistake today right now, because instead of doing my homework, I was just dancing and now thinking about all this stuff. And I mean, that was already a mistake right there. I don't know how to forgive myself for what I've done. And I mean, I know that it's been painful. I know that it shouldn't matter. I know that people later on in my life they're gonna be forgiving of me. But I just can't forgive myself. I just don't know how to do that. I don't know, it seems so simple, but I just can't find the answer, you know? So, how do you forgive yourself? Because, I mean, it's not like you're gonna be like, oh, whatever, I made a mistake, no big deal. Well, I guess some people are like that. Some mistakes are like that. Sometimes you can, but I just don't know where the answer is, and it's just really driving me nuts. Like, you read cheesy books and stuff, and you're like, oh, pray this prayer, and do this thing, and oh, all will be just great and forgiven, and you'll feel it, and, well, what happens when I don't feel it? What happens when I mean it, but it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't click, it doesn't go, it doesn't, I just haven't had that moment. So I'm supposed to just sit and wait for it? I'm just supposed to sit here and be like, oh, well, I hope someday I can forgive myself and you for all this. But right now, I can't. I don't know. That just seems wrong to me. And it's not, I mean, I don't think I'm holding a grudge. I'm not trying to or anything. I don't think at least I'm trying not to. I mean, sometimes, you know, it gets to you, and Satan gets his foothold and whatever. And, I mean, sometimes things just, it gets the best of, well, technically the worst of you. I don't know what to do, and I don't know where the answer is, and I don't know. I mean, love is the answer. Pretty much, well, love is the answer, always. And so, you know, that means forgiveness is the answer, but I don't know how do I get there? Like, where do I don't know. I mean, I know it's not just like a formula, it's not just like all these steps, but there's gotta be something, doesn't there? There has to be just something that takes you there, that brings you down that road, that something has to get me there, even if it's myself. But how do I know how to get there? I can't. I don't know where it begins, you know? I mean, I guess it begins with love and acceptance. No, I feel like there are lines to things. I feel like when people hurt you in certain ways, sometimes you honestly need to cut them out. I don't know. None of us know, and I guess that's the point, maybe, you know, is discovering it and taking this journey and just waiting for those moments. But then it's like you're just dragging on, just waiting for a particular, you know, thing, whatever it is. And then, I don't know. That seems wrong to me too, is to not, you know, to not enjoy things and to not just take advantage of the days we're given. I was hoping by just, you know, talking and thinking about all this that I could find something. Or some answer or conclusion. Anything, gosh. I just need some guidance. And I mean, I don't know, okay. And I go to God, and obviously, you know. And I know, like, that I need to forgive myself and forgive you and those words. Forgive. And just forgive. But I don't think I'm the only one though, I mean, right? I mean, other people have to struggle with, other people struggle with this. I'm not the only one. I'm just not sure where the answers are. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. And that's what I'm trying to figure out, and that's where I'm going. Even though I don't really like, whatever. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to forget. And it's easy when the sins don't really affect you, they don't hurt. It's easy when stuff doesn't get to you. Right? It's easy when you know, like your sister yelled at you, or fought with you, or someone hit you, or, you know, it's easy to forgive people of that because you're not like, oh wow, you damaged my life by whatever, one little moment. I mean, maybe someone might ruin your day, but rarely do they damage your life, right? Because that's kind of extreme. But I mean, what happens then? What if someone does damage your life? How do you forgive someone for that? What if someone just completely devastates your entire future? Then what? Where do you go from there? I mean, I know all you can do is move forward, but how do you forgive someone for that? I guess I don't have the strength. I mean, I don't have the strength on my own to forgive someone for that. But with God, all things are possible, right? Yeah, all things are possible. So, take me there? I can't do it on my own. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's where the issue lies, is in doing things on our own. Because we're not meant to do things alone. I mean, no matter who you are, what you believe, we're not, as humans, we aren't meant to be alone, solitary, trying to figure stuff out on your own. How do you figure stuff out on your own? That doesn't even work. You can't get anywhere on your own. And maybe that's the problem. Maybe I'm just trying to be too big. You know? I must become greater, I must become this. Maybe I'm trying too hard to be me, and to be only me, and to be put together, and to be... So maybe that's where it is. Maybe that's where the answer is the fact that we need to step down, you know? We need to humble ourselves. We need to just stop and say, you know what? I can't do this, but he can, right? I can't do any of this, but God can. And we just have to trust that. We just have to believe and know that God can do it. Maybe I can't, but he can. That's all there is to it.